Ethereum changed crypto forever. There is no denying that. Without Ethereum, there is no modern DeFi, no NFTs, no smart contract revolution, no tokenized ecosystem explosion. Ethereum was once the king of innovation. But today, the question many investors and institutions are quietly asking is this: is Ethereum still the best network for the future of global finance? Or did Ethereum become too expensive, too complicated, and too slow for the very future it helped create? Today, we're going deep into why Ethereum dominated, why institutions once loved it, why some are now looking elsewhere, and why networks like Stellar, XRP Ledger, Hedera, and others may now be positioned to challenge Ethereum's role in the future financial system. Let's talk about it. Section 1. Ethereum changed everything. Before Ethereum, blockchain technology was mostly simple. Bitcoin could send value. That was revolutionary enough. But Ethereum introduced something bigger: programmable money. Smart contracts changed the world. Suddenly, developers could build decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, stablecoins, games brought tokenized assets, entire financial ecosystems. Ethereum became the operating system of crypto, and because it got there first, it built the biggest ecosystem. The most developers, the most liquidity, the most applications, and the most institutional attention. For years, Ethereum was untouchable, but success created a new problem: scale. Section problem with success. Ethereum became too popular for its own infrastructure. As usage exploded, gas fees exploded. At times, users paid $30, $50, even hundreds of dollars just to move assets or interact with applications. Now imagine you are a bank. Imagine you are moving billions of dollars daily. Would you want unpredictable fees, network congestion, delayed settlement, and operational uncertainty? Probably not. This is where the conversation around Ethereum started changing. Retail users tolerated high fees during bull markets because they were chasing profits. Institutions think differently. Institutions care about cost efficiency, reliability, compliance, scalability, and predictable operations. That's when alternative networks started gaining attention. Section 3. The rise of the utility networks. While Ethereum was dominating headlines, other networks were quietly building infrastructure. Networks like Stellar, XRP Ledger, Hedera, Algorand, and others focused less on hype and more on utility. These networks emphasized low transaction costs, fast settlement, scalability, and financial integration. Take Stellar, for example. Stellar transactions settle in seconds. Fees are fractions of a penny. The network was literally designed for payments, remittances, and asset issuance. That becomes extremely attractive when you start talking about stablecoins, tokenized treasuries, cross-border payments, and institutional settlement. Now add Soroban to Stellar Vac, which brings smart contract functionality into the ecosystem. Suddenly the argument becomes, why use Ethereum if another network can do similar functions cheaper, faster, and more efficiently? And that question is becoming louder. Now, to be fair, Ethereum is not standing still. Ethereum developers know the network has scaling issues. That's why Ethereum evolved toward Layer 2 scaling, roll-ups, modular infrastructure, and off-chain computation. Projects like Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, and ZeekSync exist to reduce Ethereum congestion. But critics argue this creates another issue: complexity. Instead of one clean system, users now navigate bridges, multiple chains, wrapped assets, roll-up risk, and fragmented liquidity. Meanwhile, networks like Stellar argue, we already handle fast and cheap transactions directly on the base layer. That becomes a serious debate. Section 5. Institutions may not care about the culture. This is important. Retail crypto communities often fight over ideology, but institutions do not care about internet tribalism. Banks are not emotionally attached to Ethereum. They care about efficiency, uptime, regulation, liquidity, and cost reduction. If another network performs better operationally, institutions will explore it. And we are now entering the era of tokenization. This may become the biggest shift crypto has ever seen. We are talking about tokenized stocks, tokenized bonds, tokenized treasuries, tokenized real estate, and digital settlement systems. The blockchain that handles these systems efficiently could become extremely important. That is why institutions are now paying attention to Stellar, XRP Ledger, Hedera, Avalanche, and other enterprise-focused ecosystems. Not because Ethereum failed, but because the market is evolving. Has Ethereum lost its edge? Now let's be balanced. Ethereum is still enormous. It still has massive liquidity, huge developer activity, institutional products, stablecoin dominance, and strong ecosystem effects. Ethereum is not dead, far from it, but the narrative has changed. Ethereum is no longer the only serious player, and in some ways, Ethereum's own success exposed its weaknesses. The very activity that made Ethereum valuable also stressed the network. Now newer or more specialized networks are stepping into that gap. The question is no longer, can Ethereum survive? The real question is, will Ethereum remain the center of blockchain finance, or will the future become multi-chain? And honestly, that may already be happening. We may be entering a future where Ethereum dominates generalized smart contracts, while networks like Stellar dominate payments and settlement, and other chains dominate tokenization or enterprise systems. The crypto war may not end with one winner. It may end with specialized ecosystems serving different roles in a digital financial world. But one thing is certain, the institutions are watching closely now, and the next few years may determine which blockchain networks become the actual infrastructure of global finance. Not just speculation, not memes, not hype, real infrastructure, and that changes everything.